Welcome to my top 10 most anticipated comics for April 5th, 2023. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. It's never too early to start that pull list for next week, and hopefully this list helps you make decisions on what comic books to buy. Before we jump into it, guys, I gotta give a quick shout out to Whatnot. If you haven't tried the app yet, go ahead. What are you waiting for? There is a link in the description box below. When you click on that link, you'll create your profile, and once that profile is created, you too can bid on any auction that you actually want to on Whatnot, and once you make that first purchase, you will get free $15 off. So if there's a comic that you're looking for, a pop figure that you're looking for, a graphic novel you're looking for, guys, take advantage of that Whatnot app link today. All right, guys, so here we go. Kicking off the book that's on the hot seat this week, we have Rogan Gambit. This is issue 2. You know what? I liked the first issue. I actually thought it was pretty good. It was entertaining. Love the artwork in the book. However, this is a series that could go south very quickly, right? It gets you hooked for the first issue, and then it just kind of goes down a little down. But this is Rogue and Gambit teaming up. They're sent on a mission from Destiny's request to try to find this guy by the name of Manifold, who has like these teleportation powers, and he's needed to save mutant kind and Krakoa and all this other crazy stuff, right? And he didn't want to go with them, and they were sent on this other mission to find out who is stealing powers from supervillains, right? So kind of an interesting story. Looking forward to the second issue. This is 28 pages. This is $4. The book that's on the rise. You can't deny this, guys. On the rise is Adventures of Superman, John Kent, issue 2. If you did not like that first volume that Tom Taylor wrote, I feel like this second volume is already way better than that first volume. Because here we have John Kent that's got to go after Ultraman. Ultraman is the one that kept him in the volcano when he was a little kid. And that's what caused him to age up and to meet his parents, or to see his parents for the first time in years. And not only has he to confront Ultraman, but he has to do it because Ultraman's killing all the Supermans in the entire multiverses, right? And eventually he's going to make it to the main Earth. So I think that's a pretty cool concept for a story. You got Earth 2 characters in there. Definitely check that one out. 32 pages, $4. Coming in at number 10. Not a huge fan of this storyline, but it is Batman issue 134. This is titled The Batman of Gotham Part 4. The Toy Box Part 4 is the backup story where we have Tim Drake actually searching for Batman to bring him back to the main Earth. But yes, another story that takes place off of the main Earth. We got Batman dealing with all these different versions of characters from Gotham. We have a different version of Alfred. We have a different version of the Red Hood. He call him Red Mask. And it looks like Batman's going to have to confront him. He's going to make his way back eventually to Earth. My prediction is the Alfred of this Earth is going to come back with Bruce, and that's how we're going to get Alfred back. We'll see what happens going forward. 40 pages, $5. Coming in at number 9. Avengers War Across Time, issue 4. Great series as this story revolves around Kang, but the past couple issues have been really with our Avengers dealing with the King of Dwarves, who's been stealing Mjolnir, and it's kind of been a distraction this whole time. Looks like Kang is going to make his appearance once again. He's been scheming in the shadows, but you got to love the Silver Age feel to this comic book. That's what makes it so special, and it's not bogged down by tons of unnecessary dialogue or explaining. So it has the Silver Age feel with almost like that modern day storytelling, but good storytelling, right? So definitely a fun book if you're looking for some Silver Age characters there. 28 pages, $4. Coming in at number 8, we have the end of the SpiderVerse, SpiderMan issue 7. Face it, guys, the SpiderVerse is never going away. There's actually a SpiderVerse like mini series coming out soon that has to do with the Tyrannosaurus Rex Spider-Man. Like, why do we need all that stuff, dude? Like, take a break from that shit, right? So this is part 7. I don't know what to expect at this point. We have Jessica Drew is gone. We have Peter Parker is gone. And then we got this knife that actually penetrated Moreland's skin, and all the souls that he like absorbed over the years that he's been alive have been released. And it looks like we're gonna get revealed this new hero, or maybe Spider-Man's got new powers in this series. I don't know. But don't get me wrong, wasn't this series supposed to like intertwine with the main series of Amazing? Yeah, it doesn't do that at all, right? So I don't know what to expect here. We'll see. Legacy numbering 163, 28 pages, $4. Coming in at number 7, we have Phantom Road issue 2. This is done by Jeff Lemire and Gabriel Hernandez. This first issue didn't give you very much. It kind of reminded you of a little bit of a Stranger Things feel, but it was this trucker that's always on the road. You got to see him reflecting on his life and thinking about his family and whatnot. Then all of a sudden he gets in this horrific accident with this female, and then there's something in the middle of the road. He touches this and it makes him go to this different world, this like upside down place, right? And then all of a sudden these people come running at him with these blank faces. He starts punching them out. He's got to hide in his truck. And that's basically all you got in that first issue. So I don't know what to expect here. I don't know anything of what's going to happen when you really think about it, right? We don't know too much about the female character. You know very little about the main character, the place that they're in. But you know what? I'm in for it. We'll see what happens. $4. Hey, coming in at number 6, and it's kind of funny. We just had an issue of this. Joe Fixit. This is issue 4. I think this is the last issue. I'm not 100% sure. In the last issue, we get to see Banner return back from the Joe Fixit persona, and he's like falling out a window. So I don't know how he makes Joe Fixit come back. Maybe he just gets pissed off, and we get to see Joe Fixit fight the Kingpin once again, like we saw him fight in the first issue. But overall, it has been a fun series. Peter David has definitely brought back some nostalgia when it comes to the Hulk character. I've enjoyed each and every issue, and what makes it even better is that Spider-Man is in it. So definitely, if you read it up into this point, definitely continue to read it. If you haven't read it, I'm sure there'll be a trade out coming out soon. 28 pages, $4. Number 5, we have Ghost Rider issue 13. So it looks like Danny Ketch is making his return back into the pages of Ghost Rider, and he's been the one responsible for, I guess, destroying Georgia and all this supernatural stuff that's been going on. But he's obviously being controlled. Like, if you see the main cover of this book, it's like he's wearing this Weapon X helmet thing. I don't know what's going on there. Nevertheless, the story is so badass. I love the horrific feel and tone to it. It's just a great read, and I love, you know, Johnny Blaze and his little girlfriend there. I forgot her name. Talia Warroad is her name. So yeah, great stuff. Again, another book I recommend if you love horror. Legacy 256, 28 pages, $4. Coming in at number 4. It's been a phenomenal read since the start. This is Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo. This is issue 6. Great stuff here, man. This is the penultimate issue of the Joker and Batman teaming up. They're in the catacombs of Gotham. There's this crazy wedding that's going on. There's been these Jokers that have been cloned. Harley Quinn has been captured underground, and our duo has had to team up to try to find her. Just an overall great comic book with wonderful artwork attached to it. 32 pages, $5. Top 3. People always hate when I put Amazing Spider-Man over certain books, but I anticipate the book because of all my hopeful questions to be answered, right? Amazing Spider-Man issue 23. What did Peter do? Right? We opened the series with a question. The centerpiece of the answer is flat out fight. So maybe this is the issue where we finally get to see what did Peter do to piss everybody off, and hopefully we get that answer in this issue, because now we're only a couple issues away from the all-out dramatic 25 and 26 that's supposed to be bigger than the Gwen Stacy story. I don't know, we'll see. Legacy numbering 917 and 28 pages, $4. Number 2, we have Nightclub issue 4. You cannot deny the price of this comic book, guys. This is a $2 comic book. Support this comic, even if you freaking didn't read it. But I'm telling you, if you read this, you're going to like it. It is entertaining. It's fun. The characters are wonderful. It's not that Mark Miller is creating a $2 comic and saying, I'm going to skimp on the artwork, I'm going to skimp on the writing. No, this is a phenomenal read about these kids who've become vampires and are trying to be superheroes, right? And in this story, we wind up finding out the origin story of the main vampire that bit the original kid that was going to die in the hospital and became a vampire in the first place. And then we got introduced to the bad guys in this series in the last issue, and we're going to find out where they came from. So this is like an origin-based story. If you're vested in the first 3 issues, this is going to be a key issue for you. So check this one out. Like I said, 32 pages, $2. All right, guys. So once we're done with number 1, we are not done with the fun. We're going to talk about the noteworthy comic books, some of the books that are on this count that weren't on this countdown that you might be interested in. My God, that was so bad. But the number 1 book of the week for most anticipated goes to The Flash, issue 796. This is the finale when it comes to the 1 Minute War. My gosh. This series has been so much fun. It doesn't break the code of comic books. There's nothing overly complex about it. It's almost like a point A to point B type of story, but you gotta love the art. You gotta love the character beats. You gotta love all those emotions. You gotta love all the different Flash characters. You gotta love all their personalities and all their little quirks about them and whatnot. And they're trying to stop an alien invasion. So much fun. Gotta love it. Can't deny it. 32 pages, $4. All right, guys, so here we go. Noteworthy comic books. We're going to kick it off with Marvel. We got Venom issue 18. It's not a very good book, in my opinion, right now. It's all over the place, so we'll see. Cosmic Ghost Rider issue 2 is next. I actually enjoyed the first issue. It's just there's other books that are better out there, and I don't know how long this can capture my attention. So we'll see, but I did like that first issue. Next, we have Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones issue 2. Same thing. I like the first issue, but I feel like this is a very, very predictable comic book, but I will definitely still read it. Then we have the Planet of the Apes. This is issue 1. So, I don't know. I'm not a Planet of the Apes guy, but it's a new number 1, and it's going to be discussed on Worthy Ones. So, it might be good. We'll see what happens. We move over to DC Comics. We have Poison Ivy issue 11. Not a reader of this series. Sometimes I collect these gorgeous covers. Then for the kiddos, we got Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Issue 121. You can see where we're going with DC this week. Not too many. And then we have The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue 7. How many of you guys are reading this book currently? Then we move on to the indies. We got King Spawn, issue 21. I think this is going to be a highly anticipated book for a lot of people. Disney Villains, Scar, issue 1. So this takes place right before he kills Mufasa and comes up with the plan and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool looking cover, man. I'm looking forward to this one. Then we have The Nasty, issue 1. I think this one's from Volt. I could be wrong. But I don't know. It has to do with old VHS tapes and stuff. So I don't know. We'll check it out. And then we got Image Comics, who has The Junk. No, it shouldn't be The Junk. It should be Junk Rabbit, issue 1. That's right. I don't know. It has to do with climate control, I think. I don't know if there's a personal agenda going on in there, but we'll see what it has to offer. But then we got this one. Woo! We got Ric Flair issue 1. Gonna definitely check that out. Ric Flair is a wrestler, in case you guys didn't know that. Wrestling fans definitely know that, but I used to watch wrestling when I was a kid, and I was a huge fan of Ric Flair. I would always run around the house doing that woo thing, you know? So we'll check that one out, and we'll see what that one has to offer. So there you guys have it. There are the most anticipated and noteworthy comic books getting ready to come out for April 5th, 2023. If you guys love my content, you know what you got to do, subscribe and all that other stuff. But most importantly, check out more of my content right here. This is my top 10 comic book covers of the week. Hopefully you guys will vote on that. And of course, guys, as always, keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember to read those comics. Guys, I'll see you real soon. Thanks for watching.